Hey everybody, welcome back to Movie Smoothie. I'm your host, Jake, and today we're talking a little bit about Mr. Ben Affleck, seeing if the BATFLECK is coming back for any more future DC movies. Now, before we get into that, because I might just have an answer for it, if you guys want to like this video, subscribe to Movie Smoothie, I would greatly appreciate that. That would mean the absolute world to me. So, getting into this big ol' update, we just recently got a new picture on Instagram from Mr. Jason Momoa, basically confirming that Ben Affleck is back as Batman, which has a lot of fans really confused as to what is going on. Now, even if this picture was not enough to convince you, there is even a video where Jason Momoa goes out to a bunch of fans while him and Ben Affleck, I guess, walked out of a studio, and I'll just play it for you, because honestly, it's more fun to watch than to have some weird dude on the internet just explain it to you.
Well, it's not a fucking secret anymore, is it? Sorry, children. That's what happens, Warner Brothers, when you walk out of your set, and there's our fans. Hey guys, have a good time. Jameson.
So basically, yeah, it's confirmed that Ben Affleck is coming back. But now there's the question of, wasn't Michael Keaton supposed to come back and play Batman? Like, wasn't that like a massive, big thing? All these people were speculating. Are they finally doing Flashpoint? Like, what is going on here? What's going on with Michael Keaton Batman? So here's the thing. The Batman was supposed to be, the new Batman that came out this year was supposed to be with Ben Affleck. But because Ben has been very vocal about like losing his passion for the character, he's like stating in multiple interviews that he's just he doesn't want to play this character anymore. He doesn't feel like fans like it. There's multiple interviews across the platform that will show you this, that Ben has not only been vocal about it, but has also told the studio that, and basically he explains that, well, the studio doesn't want someone playing Batman who doesn't have a passion for it. Like, that's just, it's not going to be a good product. And I agree. And he's also had said some very positive things about Robert Pattinson playing Batman, saying like, I think he's going to do a great job, which is awesome. And I really respect Ben Affleck for that reason. I didn't love his version of Batman for the longest time, but it's really come to grow on me a little bit, and I like his performance, just not how it was written. How do we say that? Let's say that. You know, I do like Ben Affleck. I don't think he's definitely nowhere near the worst Batman. I think he's a little underrated, and I feel bad for him more than anything. But Michael Keaton was supposed to have an appearance in Aquaman 2. But, which is another iffy subject, something I kind of don't want to get into, but also, his character was supposed to be set up in one of the other Flash movies. In the Flash movie that, of course, once again has problems with its actors, just like Aquaman 2, with the whole Ezra Miller situation, but once again, a thing I don't really want to comment on. So, the studio doesn't want, and because the studio is dealing with that and not wanting to rush the digital effects team, it just won't be able to come out first. So, Michael Keaton will not be able to do some kind of like role in that. So now it opens up this possibility for Ben Affleck to possibly come back as Batman. And Michael Keaton, like, I think the whole idea with Michael Keaton's Batman was they were going to replace Ben Affleck with Michael Keaton, who's of course a beloved Batman all the way back to some of the, like, I don't want to say original, but the Tim Burton Batman flicks. So it would be really exciting to see him come back. But apparently this was supposed to be set up in the new Flash movie. Of course, that's not happening now for a little while. Aquaman 2 is going to come out first. And whatever they were setting up for Michael Keaton to be in Aquaman 2 as Batman, I guess was very reliant on some information we would have learned in the new Flash. And I guess it just doesn't work. So now they're just kind of scrapping the whole Michael Keaton idea. That's kind of, I don't know if that's still up in the air, if that's still happening, what's going on with that. But basically, it seems like what is actually going on here is now they're going to set up something with Ben Affleck, once again, back as Batman, coming to talk to Aquaman, Jason Momoa's character. And apparently and this is a kind of a spoiler, I guess, but apparently what was originally going to happen in The Flash, which they might recycle and do with Jason Momoa now, is that Ben Affleck's Batman was going to send a message to Barry Allen, The Flash, and say, I'm still out here, come and find me, which really sounds a lot like Crisis on Infinite Earth, which would have been a great idea to kind of fix everything going on in like the DCEU right now, because everything's kind of sporadic. They keep trying different things. Some things work. It seems like whenever they try to do something that's copying Marvel, where it's like universe building, that just seems to not really connect with fans. And I haven't really been a big fan of those movies either. Like when they put out something like Joker or The Batman from earlier this year, that is like, it's just its own thing, standalone. It's awesome. And I really enjoy it. Like those movies were great. Those have been my favorite DC movies in a while. I really loved Shazam. That's not fair. I really loved Shazam. I loved the first Wonder Woman. I loved the first Aquaman. But now it's just like, it's like, oh my god, all these movies like that are successful, how do we connect these things? And Crisis on Infinite Earth is the perfect way to do it. And I would love to see Flashpoint be done live action too. That's like one of my favorites. I love the animated Flashpoint movie. It's one of my favorites. If you, by the way, just real quick side tangent. I know this is a complicated video, but side tangent. If you guys have not watched any of the animated DC movies, you're missing out. Don't be crapping on DC because, oh my god, their animated movies are great. They're still just figuring out how to do live action superhero movies. And I feel like this right here is the answer. Do the whole Crisis on Infinite Earth thing where it's like you see different variants of every single kind of hero on different Earths and all that, all coming together through some kind of multiverse. It would be kind of like, yeah, I could see the argument for like, oh, well, aren't they copying Marvel? But like, I don't think it's copying Marvel. I don't know. I feel like if they do it in a different way, like it's, sure, I guess it's kind of the same path that the Marvel movies are taking right now, but I doubt it's copying Marvel. I mean, Marvel is also the studio that has ripped off many characters from the DC universe in the past, like just from comic book days. So it's just like, come on, like it's not really ripping off at this point. I feel like this works for me though perfectly. It's just like a great fix to really connect all these movies in some sort of way. It's been something I've been trying to think of, like, what could they possibly do to get all their successful stuff together and kind of leave the other things in the past? This is a great way to do that, I think. And possibly, once again, telling the Crisis on Infinite Earths story, as well as, like, the Flashpoint story. I would love to see those things done with, like, the multiverse, going to different dimensions and all that shit. I'm all about that. So let's see that happen. This is a great way to fix that, a great way to recast Ezra Miller as someone else as Flash, I guess is my point, and possibly, you know, somehow get the abuser out of Aquaman too. That would be great. Let's do that. That would be pretty sick. So what do you guys think about all this though? Do you think this is the route that they're taking? What do you think Ben Affleck is doing on set? Is he going to be playing Batman? Is he just going to be playing Bruce Wayne? Doesn't look like he's in the costume in these pictures. Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this brand new video, talking a little bit about BATFLECK. That's basically what this video is about. I mean, it's not even really like specific to one movie. It's just, we're talking about BATFLECK today. I love it. So yeah, once again, just thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to Movie Smoothie. Let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. That would be pretty banging. That would be pretty awesome. I would be all about that. So don't forget to have a smoothie with your movie, and peace out, y'all.